the Lord has called me to help folks. And, that's our calling. We ought to be able to help folks. And it ain't always just a guy that's, coming from a good family over there that's made a mistake. It's some of these guys that don't have that family that really needs us. They need to see what a family looks like. The Freedom Center was really birthed out of Living Free Ministries, which is a non-residential program that we'd been doing in our community for 20 years. And we'd always had a passion to start a men's residential program. And some 2 years ago, sometime in 2021, we started and we met here at this building in November and made a deal with the church that owned it to buy this building. Our mission is to bring hope to people that's struggling with addiction. That's life's turned upside down. Whether they're coming out of prison or just coming out of the neighborhood, they need support. They need folks to encourage them. They need people to laugh with them, cry with them, pray with them, willing to walk the journey with them. If you're going to have compassion with people, for people, it's more than just saying something. It's about grabbing their hand and walking the journey with them.
They need to feel like somebody cares and somebody loves them and somebody's there for them on the backside of it. Because, everybody has troubles. Everybody has struggles. Most of the people out there didn't get caught. I mean, that's a lot of people's stories. No one's perfect. So I think that forgiveness aspect, it gives people hope to think, I can be forgiven. I can get a second chance. I can restart. I can right the ship, and there's hope in that.
These guys that we have at the Freedom Center is good guys. I mean, most of our guys come from drug addiction. They kind of got, off track somewhere and got caught up in some sort of drug addiction and made some mistakes. We've got a 25-year-old guy that's graduating today named Tucker. He's just a bright young kid. And he's made some mistakes. I really believe that this kid can go back out in the community and make an impact.
You've messed up once, you've messed up twice, messed up 3, 4, 5, 6 times, but there's always a chance and a time for you to be able to get it right. You don't have to worry about the things you've done, things that have put you down, all the trouble you've caused and, just the pain you've caused other people. For me, I came to realize that no matter what I've done, I still have that chance to make things right.
And man, I just enjoy sharing that there's hope, that they can trust in the Lord Jesus, just to be still for a minute, give him time to work, don't give up on their loved one. Start praying for him, but don't give up, because that was kind of how my journey was. My wife never gave up on me. Once I went down, the Lord really started to work in our marriage and restoration. That's the big word around here, that God restores families, he restores communities, and he restores people.
I've worked with guys that stayed 32 years at Parchment. I've worked with guys that's done 15 years. I've worked with guys that's done 5, 3. I mean, I've worked with all types of folks. It's a journey. It's a hard journey. Again, they've been in a hard community. Prison ain't easy. A lot of people say, well, they getting 3 meals and three good meals in a cot to sleep in every day. That ain't true. It ain't 3 good meals, and the bed's horrible. And it's not safe there. I've been there when many men has walked out the door. I ain't never met one guy and say, just hold on, I'll be back in 6 months. Everybody wants freeware, but a lot of them just don't know how to operate in it. And I think that's where our opportunity and our calling is, that we ought to be able to help them. One of the things is we set them up to fail when we let them out. When they make the probation, they're set up. They have to start meeting a probation officer right off the bat. That costs them $50 a month. A lot of them don't have transportation. A lot of them don't have a car yet. A lot of them don't have that family at home. So, and then they've got a lot of big fines that was from their sentence. I've met guys that's had $15,000 fines when they come out of prison. Well, I mean, $15,000, you might as well say $150,000, because these guys, most of them don't have that. Most of them don't have $15. First thing to do is make sure we got some form of ID, make sure every one of them's got Social Security cards. If they can get their driver's license while they're there, that would be huge. make sure they've got birth certificates. And then, of course, if we could create the trade schools that I keep hearing about now, that would be huge. I sat here 25 years now from the time I had a life-changing moment in my life in 1998. And 25 years later, I can look back and see the second chances I had. My wife, my family, other people in my community has gave me chances. And, you know, when people gives us chances, if somebody gives us a job, we have to take advantage of that. I'm going to show up to work. I'm going to do my best that day. One of the guys graduating today is going to take a job detailing cars, helping somebody wash cars right now. Whatever we have to do. I went to work at Subway. I worked 15 years at Subway when I started my journey over. And, you know, I showed up every day. I just kept showing up. It's a learning deal, but I would say let's give people a chance. I wouldn't be here today if people hadn't gave me a chance. I've always wondered, what if it's their kid? What if it's their brother? You know, and when my brother was messing up, I called the investigator and said, let's get him off the street. I believe a guy's messing up, there's a time and place he needs to be in jail. But also, when it's come time to release, I'm going to be the guy there to help them and try to help them, encourage them, try to help them find a job. I've been in the bottom. I've been in that pit. I've been in that hole, and people gave me second chances. And I know what it's like to be in a deep hole. But I also know this, that you don't have to stay there. You can come out of it, and you can live life successful and do a lot of good things. And I think it's like this. If, you know, people's helped me in the past, and now it's my calling to help other people. There's nothing like helping somebody come out of a hole or come out of a bad situation.